trying to get the background there. There it is.
I'm too short.
Oops. I thought I was taking pictures. That's gotta look really dorky. Does this give anybody else pure joy that it gives me? That's a big mosquito. Hey buddy, relax, I'm trying to do something. Hey, stop, I'm busy. Anyways, what I was saying was, before I was rudely interrupted, stop, Kipper! Gives me complete joy to kill the vermin, the mosquitoes that bite me. That's my blood, too. So I killed him after he drew first blood. First blood, son. It's like beheading your enemies and putting their heads on spikes in your castle wall to warn all the other enemies that you are not to be messed with. Alright, so where we left off last time was I decided to go ahead and use that extra window I had and put a, what is it, number 7 windows total in there. So you'll have, what is that, 3 on the passenger side and 3 on the driver's side. It's evened out. And then you get, what, 4 in the back? Something like that. So, let's get busy. I clean this mess up first. Alright, so I need a place to set the window down, open the box up, and take the window out, and then frame around the window like we did the other ones, so it's a perfect fit. I got no place to do that. So this is dry. So I think what I'm going to do is put this together, get that done, and then, if you guys can hear me or not. Say that again. So I'm going to finish the medicine cabinet and get that put inside. I'm going to use this space for the window. I'm going to put a gel coat on that. So, let's do this. These small brackets hang up those torch lights, the ones that I told you have. You press it one time and the blue light comes on the center ring like a night light. Press it again and the light on the outside comes on. And yes, it helps if you hang the brackets the right way around so the lights don't hang upside down. That'd be a smart thing to do, right? There we go, all done, right? Nice, looks great, awesome, right? Nope. Guess what I forgot to do? I remembered that I had to have a hole for the electrical to go through at the top. So I took it back out and I took it around the back and I drilled a couple more holes in it. Alright, get away from this fan so you guys can hear me. Oh, that piece is going here, you guys know that. That's, I figured out what needed to make the sink secure because it's I've never done a vessel sink before. So I made that structured box right there to go in there, and I'm going to screw it into there and then attach the vessel sink to that. So I think that'll do the trick. What I want to show you is this beautiful medicine cabinet. I'm so happy with how it came out. I'm gonna sure I can back up so you guys can see it. That's the problem with using this phone camera. See it? Can you guys see it? Change the focus, maybe that'll help. So it's got that little shelf right there. Put, cup there with toothbrushes, and cup there with dental floss and toothpaste there, and then you got your 2 lights, and these lights are reach for it. If you look under here, there's a switch, touch switch, so you just touch it and run your finger on it for dimming. So, and then I'm thinking about putting a bar light up there, but we might not need it. I believe I'm putting another light right here, I think in the middle of these support brackets right here. I'm going to put a strip light up there, a bar light, whatever it's called. Everything in here is going to be LED, so, because everything's DC and then solar powered, and use a generator only when absolutely necessary. So this opens up. That's all attached. So you got to take out, when I do the electrical, you gotta take out those 3 screws, and then for now there's 1, and then 2, and then underneath the cabinet, underneath the medicine cabinet mirror thing is a third screw. Yeah, so we're getting there. Really like the way this looks. It looks amazing. Looks really good. I'm really happy with it. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to go on the vanity and work on putting this second window in over here. That's coming up. So I ended up having to use the Ryobi grinder to get all the spray foam, glue, and there's some staples in there and things like that I couldn't get out by hand. So I just grind it all down. Excuse me, I ground it all down so that it was smooth and even with the 2x2. Remember that piece, that section was exploding out from the spray foam. It had pushed out and made a big bevel. So I wanted that to be smooth, which is the whole reason why I took that piece of plywood out of there anyways, if you remember that or not. And then, hey, might as well put the window in there while I get the plywood out. So let's get this done. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, other than being really frustrated, as you can see that I lost my knife. I think I dropped it down and it rolled underneath all that wood and the siding, and I couldn't get it, couldn't reach it. So I gave up and went and got another utility knife just to cut the corners out of the edges of the piece I cut out. Then I brought the window frame over to the workbench to attach it all and put some extra supports in there. And it was just easier to do it on the table and then attach it to the wall rather than trying to piecemeal it over there like I was trying to do before. This is much easier. All I'm doing right now is pre-drilling all my screw holes so that it's easier when I Got to put this together in the wall. Nothing splits, hopefully nothing cracks. And that's the trick I do with the hammer and the gloves when gloves have been sitting in the shop for a while, ever since that spider bit me. The time when I put the gloves on and didn't check it. Yeah, I learned my lesson. So for this part, I just wanted to show you how this is the frame that I just built for the window. And that's the plywood that was there. Normally it's stapled so that it holds it together with the glue. You saw me put the glue on there, so all I'm doing now is using all of my clamps to pinch it in place so the glue will harden. And it will harden as a rock. You guys have seen that. That stuff works amazing. So I'm just going to pinch all the plywood into the frame of the window, since I'm not stapling it on the bottom where that cabinet is, the sink counter is. Sorry about the angle of the camera there. What you can't see me doing is I'm just putting those pieces together, those 2x2s. That piece that's stuck there right now. I'm going to pull it out and attach it to the pieces, other pieces that I cut. And then when it's all together, I'm going to put it up in the section where it goes. Screw it in. Alright, so while that glue dried, where I glued the frame to the plywood, I went inside the camper and to work in the bathroom and hang those shelves. If you remember, I was thinking about putting those in the kitchen area, but I came to the conclusion that they were just too big. They needed to go into the bathroom. I needed shelves in the bathroom anyways, and they fit perfectly. The only footage I have is the GoPro angle right here, and I only show one of the shelves being put up. But both of them get put up. I apologize for the lack of footage. And I bet you know what I'm building right now. Yep, I'm building a set of shelves for the kitchen area above the dinette table. where I dropped that shelf on my head. Heidi thought it was hilarious. Actually, we both laughed a lot. So do you guys recognize those angle pieces? I've been saving them since the project started. Well, not actually when it started, but pretty close. I built that first set of shelves to go all the way across the bedroom area, and they were just too bulky, remember that? So I saved these angle pieces and figured out a way to use them in this set of shelves for the dinette area. Pretty pumped about it, actually. So I'm going to call it a night, and I'm going to think about how to build these shelves. That's what I do. I like to go away and think about how to build things. In the meantime, let's get some more work done. It's actually the next day, and starting to heat up here in northern Minnesota. So I've got the fan pumping. Keep the mosquitoes off me too. I'm sure you guys noticed, but I went inside and traced out the opening of each window. That way there's no guessing on how far in, how to measure. You just trace out a pattern. And I'm about to take this down and bring it back over to the table saws and sawhorses and cut them properly. And yes, I'm still having issues with that glue, the foam board, and the spray foam. I have to chisel it out of there to make that smooth, make that flat.
Okay, so it's so hot. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to work in here. Seriously, I don't understand. It was rainy and beautiful to work in here yesterday, but I had to go to town. And today, the day I don't need to go to town, it's too hot in here. Seriously, and I have to wear this cut-off sweatshirt drenched in what's it called? This cutter off spray. Otherwise, I've already got a couple stings from the horseflies. You saw me trying to kill it with the other bug spray. I got that bug spray too to kill them instantly. It's a war out here, son. Not for the faint-hearted. Anyways, so this I found a use for these L brackets I made for the other shelf. Remember the wife said they're too bulky, and then later on she's like, well, why didn't you use these? I'm like, those are the ones you said were too bulky. No, I like those. Oh my Lord. Anyways, I'm using those for like a little, I don't know, just a little shelving system. I was going to turn it into a pantry. I may end up putting those pantry containers on top of it, but that's going on that wall I already showed you. But I just want to show you. Oh, plus the windows. I cut out all the 1x2s for the window dressing, trim, whatever you want to call it. I want to show you what I have to sand right now. Look at that. Look at that, boy. Look at all that. All that's gotta be sand zone. This is when I need an assistant, a low man. Just have him sit here, because this is the motion right here. My arms are both like holding out on an angle like this. It just causes me so much pain. Has something to do with my T-spine, I'm sure. The spinal theosis, whatever they call it. It ends up. Oh, that one's split. I think I made a couple extra. Otherwise, I'll be doing it again. Yeah, that's the problem with this wood. Look at all that punk in there. See that punk in there? Hopefully I can sand that out of there. There's good stuff underneath it. Yeah, Home Depot's been turning out some pretty crappy wood. I know they consider it, what they call it, lathing or sheathing. But still, I mean, it's still wood. You should take pride in what product you're selling. I didn't have that problem in other states I lived in. It's just the world we're living in these days. It seems like everybody's cutting corners. All right, so let's get back to sanding, or start sanding. Well, actually, back to sanding because I already sanded the other pieces. Oh, did you guys see that trick I used? That was the whole point I was showing you in the video. They had glue and stuff from I ripped them apart from the other shelving. So, let's get the focus on there. Is it focused on there? According to my glasses, it's focused on there. Anyways, can you see how they're all sanded so they're all even? So now the shelves will lie even. Does that make sense? They're both at the same angle. Look. See? Nice and straight. Flat, flush. So that's I did that group together because that's one shelving unit, and then I did that group together. It's one shelving unit. So the reason why I'm doing all the sanding now is because, I mean, look at me. I'm already covered, so I might as well get covered. And then before I go in, I'm going to go ahead and set up a little painting station probably over there because it's a lot of wood. I'm going to go ahead and paint. Get that focus going, boy. I'm going to go ahead and paint all the pieces gray. And then I also might go ahead and do the inside trim. Prime that. Gray as well. And then stain the 10 pieces for the shelving, and then go ahead and stain these pieces as well. So, not a lot of construction work today. Maybe this evening. I just put that coat on there. Second coat of polygel on this bad boy. Now, why is the autofocus off? I don't understand. Ugh. So he's back for more blood. Get out. Where's my spray? Spray. Where'd he go? Man, those things hurt. The wasp thing. Come on, boy. Come on back. I got something for you. I got the blood of somebody who works out almost every day, son. Come and get it. Okay, how do we get autofocus to work? That? There we go. There's autofocus back on now. Man, I feel like I need to keep this with me. This happened last year too, if you remember in the videos. When the cows rotate, they get over here, and the cattle tend to bring a lot of those nasty flies. Oh, good. You left the tripod in the way of the last video shoot. Good job, Terry. All right, so I'm going to stop talking and start sanding, and watch out for that horsefly.